Welcome back, and what we're going to do is we're going to get started on the category helper section. Okay, what we're going to do is we're just going to go through this nice and easy. I'm not going to give you all the information. There's a lot of stuff that I think you should read here, and so we'll have you read it. But I'm going to show you a lot of things that are hard to write, and we'll give you some tips on how to use the categories to help you out. Okay. Well, first off, we're going to get to the category helper section. It tells you how to right here. Let's go ahead and show you. We're going to open up a new tab, and we're going to go to Item and General Inventory homepage under System Reports. So we're going to click that, click Go. Now we're going to click More Options, and we're going to go Add, Edit, Item Categories. So this will plop you open. And this is where we change all of our different stuff for our categories. And really quickly, let's show you where that category information shows up. So in the e-commerce settings, I guess that we'll get to that in the next picture. But here is the category section. And so once again, let's go ahead and do that really fast. We're going to go to System Reports in the classic homepage. Item and General Inventory homepage. Click in there. We're going to click More Options and Add Edit Item Categories. Okay, now that we're on this page, we're going to click on Candy. And you can see that I pulled in candy for this section. Now, really quickly, before we go any further, just going to go back to the settings page and make sure that we're covering thing by thing. So here is our category pictures. We've given you a suggested width and height for your pictures. I believe this just shows the picture. Oh, this shows where the pictures show up. And I believe as well as where it's found in the category helper or the category page. Okay, so let's go ahead and show you that item. So we're going to go here, View Web Inventory, and check out our items. And these are stock unit categories. A similar thing. We'll have another video on that though. And these are your categories per item, or your categories that items are in. And they'll just show up here, and as you shrink the screen, it will adjust accordingly. So they can get bigger and smaller. Anyways, let's jump back. So you can upload the picture here. The description shows up when you click into a specific category. So we'll look up at the top and it's candy, and it will give a description. These are your aliases for your tabs. And so what I mean by that is we're going to go back into this. We're going to click on Baby Ruth, and we can see that we have a description, specs, and reviews. And let's go ahead and change one of those. So we're under candy, so we're in the right one. Let's just go 555 just for example. Go ahead and edit this category. We're going to go back here, refresh the page, and we've got reviews 555. So you can completely change the name if you need to. And we'll have another video of where this information, specs, reviews, and descriptions come from. But right now, know that these are the changes for the tabs names, so aliases for the tab names per category. So one category could have pricing and information details, or specs and tests, or documentation, or whatever is needful for your corporation and your industry. So let's go back here. Let's click back on candy so we can get it back and change that. Okay. There we have specs. You can also change the video word right here. That video word can change, and we'll show you some pictures of them really quickly. This is your extra tab. So this is your alternate message alias name. And so you can change this name to a disclaimer, message is what its default is. And it has multiple uses. So it can be sent via email, extra info, or kind of like a disclaimer, a new tab, or skip don't use. And then you can activate or inactivate this to show up categories on the web. Now let's go show you some of those things really quickly. So we have our category pictures, we have our category description, which we've talked about, our category aliases. So these right here are our category aliases, and that's where they show up at. And then next we have the alternate message use. And I wanted to show you these pictures because it's easier than changing it and going and showing you the actual pages. So we first have our extra info alternate message. So the message shows up there, and then you have some information down here which you can make HTML compatible, so you can have it big and bold and red, so it can be a disclaimer or just extra info. Either way. Next, it can be added as an extra tab, and so you can have your information right here, again HTML compatible. Or it can show up via your invoice or quote. And what's really cool about this is we have several companies that use it in different ways, but you can send downloadable documents, PDFs, you can sell online content this way, but you can also send test results and different things like that, and that's what some of our companies use it for. So it's just a message per item that they've either put in a quote or that they put in an invoice. So if we look down here really closely, we can see that it's message Snickers, message Butterfingers, message Baby Ruth, and each one of them have different messages that have come with it. The Butterfingers has a link to a website and a link to Google Docs, and you can have all sorts of really cool HTML stuff inside there. All right, that does it for the category section. Please read up on it and just kind of study it. It is self-explanatory. If we missed anything, please let us know. And we'll see you guys in the next section for item helper section.